Hey guys, this is Old Time Radio again, and what I wanted to do is just to show you how quickly this workflow goes for each image. If you're on a roll, once you get it down pat, you can tear through images pretty quickly. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I was having a little fun with a purple skeleton hand here. Let's try a couple of more. Okay, so I select it, I hit play. Okay, pretty much the same thing as the red one, but let's go ahead and do that anyway. We're going to export to per cloud. Okay. And then we're just going to get this into GIMP. And just as before, we're going to have to run our all layers to image size script. Good. We don't need to worry about setting that PNG thing. We already took care of that. And now we're just going to go to save all layers. And we're going to just take this first bit and we're going to call it the name, which is per cloud, or PURCLD. Make sure this is all set and everything, and then click OK. Okay, and this guy's got 24 frames in it. We're going to come in here. This our My Pictures folder will rapidly fill with frames. Okay, so they all seem to land there just fine. We go to glue it. We go to New Project. Yep, we want to clear it, and then we're going to add details, and then purple cloud 24. Number of column 6. Good, everything's fine. Play, everything's fine. Save, and just need to change that. Make sure it's BMP, that's lossless. Hit save. And now all we have to do is just bring it back into GIMP for the final resizing, and literally, that's it. So we go to image, scale image, break the chain. In this case, I'm going to downsample them both to 512. See how that goes. Again, we had to break the chain so that we could have, we didn't want to keep the aspect ratios. Quality is still sync. Good. Okay. And now I'm just going to save as TGA. No RLE compression, so this is good. Okay. Now we're actually ready to go into the application of the texture. Okay, so since we're doing one for the the mesh and one for the emitter, as we have to because of the TXI's influence, I'm going to go ahead and make a copy of this right off the bat, and just call it per CLD2. And we'll just put that on the emitter. Okay, so first we grab the original here, gonna drag it on there. We're gonna go to our open copy of the TXI file. All we need to do is to really make sure that the numX and numy are the same, and in this case they are. And then we will do a save as. Okay, and so the mesh is taken care of. It's got the TXI now. Now we just click on the emitter. Okay, and this guy is 661224, so 0 to 23, 12 frames a second. Select, exit, or export to geometry, and there you go. Right there. Very, very quickly. Let's do another one though. Okay. Let's find something really interesting. Oh yeah, a devil. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one. We're going to export. We're just going to call it DEVIL. And of course we are saving it off as the animated GIF. Closing it up. Close all. dragging it into GIMP. Ah, look at this. Very clear reason why we need to do that. All layers to image size. Look at that. All fixed up. I don't even need to see this at this point. I know that all of this stuff is working. And then we go to File, Save All Layers, Devil. It's all getting dumped out to my Pictures directory now. Bam. And there we go. That's my individual frames. And then I just got to go into Glue It. New project. Yep. Add. Okay. This guy's got 23. That's not going to be too big of a problem. Okay. And then we are going to glue it. Okay. Notice these blank frames. We can play around with that. Actually, this has got a little something in there, but this guy's blank. So let's fix that. We already glued it, so we're going to play it. Good. Looks nice. Return the map. Okay, so now we're going to hit save, and we are going to save off as BMP because it's lossless. And we're going to call this Devil. Okay, and now we're just going to bring it back into GIMP. For that final resizing. Okay, and in this case, image, scale image, we're going to break this again. You know what? Let's go ahead and, no, we're going to break it. We're going to bring it to 512 by 512. Okay, I think that's going to work out best. Rescale it. Okay, looking decent. And then we're just going to save as TGA. Good. No RLE. Hit save. Now we just go to the spot where we start slamming this down on our meshes. You know the drill by now, hopefully. Yep, look at that. And so we're going to, since we're doing this for two, and you're never going to be doing it where you're going to be doing both an emitter and a mesh at the same time, so this will actually go quite a bit faster for you. And I'll just call that Devil 2. Okay, and so we need to get the TXI for this guy, so that's going to be Devil for this. And so we do a save as. Okay, let's make sure that we got this right. 6 by 4, frames per second 12, good. So we know the TXI is correct. Let's make sure that the emitter information is entered properly. Okay, good. We need to put the information for our second texture, the one that goes on the emitter there. Okay, 6 by 4, good. Last frame 0 to right. Let's go ahead and drop that to 22. Which is going to drop it right there. This is going to be the very last frame it shows. We got no frame there. We got a bunk frame. Now maybe we want to leave that in. It's all entirely up to you. I'm just showing you again that functionality I said about being able to pick and choose the frames that things start from. In fact, let's go ahead and cut this out as well. Let's have it start from frame 1 and run to 22. We're just going to show just that subset. Okay, and again, when I'm pointing at this, I really mean the emitter here, because we have to imagine that how that's going to display. So let's do that, and we're going to export the geometry again, and then we're going to load this guy up, and we'll see if there's any problems we need to fix. Nope, looking pretty good. I'm enjoying that. Okay, and again, you'll notice that this is these are not quite exactly the same. This guy is much more streamlined because we chose which frames to display, and this guy has got a little bit more lag in there. It really kind of depends, but definitely the extra functionality with the emitter allows you to kind of finer tune the presentation of it. Plus, you don't have to worry with some of the other junk like you do with the meshes themselves. Okay. Okay, so that's all set. That's 2 quick run-throughs, and that I think should be probably less than 10 minutes or less than 12 minutes. I mean, it goes pretty fast, and I've been talking during this. Usually I'll just go through and just tear right through it. You can get a lot of these taken care of at once if you like. So again, the more you do this, the faster you're going to get at it, and you're eventually going to be able to whip through pretty quickly to the point where you have just a bunch of sprite sheets hanging out, and then you start to think, well, hey, how am I going to apply these sprite sheets to something cool in game? Obviously, it's nice to have an effect like this just hanging out, but it doesn't really make much sense. What can I apply these animated textures to? Okay, we're going to go ahead and cover that in the next segment of the tutorial series. Okay, thanks.